What is going on, my family and my Losties? Back here again with another edition of From Lost. It's been a while since the last episode, so in case you are new to the concept, we look towards the ancestors of From, which is Lost, of course, and you know what that means.
We have to go back.
We have to go back in order to go forward and understand what's going on in From land. Maybe we can get some hints, some clues, but disclaimer, From is not Lost and Lost is not From, but you'd be terribly remiss if you think there isn't any inspiration from the show. So today I want to look at two similarities I kind of see between both shows. Definitely watching the most recent trailer of season 3 of From, and the first one being the existence of the rules.
It's gotta be rules, Donna. It's gotta be something I can hold in my hands. It's got to be. I did this.
You know the rules. You can't kill him.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Now in From, there seems to be a set of parameters that the monsters are playing by, at least to me. One of the things I noticed in the trailer, and keep in mind this is just a trailer, but the monsters don't seem to be attempting to kill Boyd at all. I see plenty of opportunity where Boyd should be lunch food. The librarian, or is it a nurse? I can't remember, dangling the keys, saying you can't save them all. In season 1, Father Khatri turned around and slashed. It was over with. Why is Boyd not dead? It should be dead. And so is this some type of strategy, or the monster's not allowed to take out Boyd? Does eliminating maybe Smiley have something to do with this change in course as far as the monsters are concerned? But anyway, let's go to the other side of Lost here. If I remember correctly, the smoke monster, or fake Locke at this point in the show. By the way, if you are here and you have not watched Lost, you probably shouldn't be watching this, unless you just don't care. But anyway, Project Lost is coming back. That's my rewatch series. It's gonna come back. I'm gonna try to run it alongside of From, so that's coming back eventually. But anyway, so Man in Black, whatever you want to call him, he's not allowed to kill Jacob or his candidates. Instead, he had to find a loophole to eliminate these individuals, mainly through manipulation. Saeed with the bomb, Ben, basically gaslighting Ben to kill Jacob, things of that nature. But he couldn't directly touch these certain individuals. And so this whole thing is basically like a game, and you can move certain pieces, things of that nature. I guess you could say From is kind of doing that as well, by emulate the monsters, eliminating certain things, such as the cattle. Possibly they might be getting Christie off the board. I did notice that they had it was a EMS. These are new people, so they could be getting rid of Christie and putting somebody else in. And the whole thing with bringing Marielle back, did the forces of From do this on purpose to mess with Kenny, things of that nature. And then with Lost, you had the whole, it's set up kind of in this backdrop of a game, so to say. You had John Locke and
Whoa! 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 Don't you ever say his name again.
Walt playing the, what was it, backgammon, and him explaining, white and dark, things of that nature. It's somewhat similar as far as the themes. But anyway, I lost my place here. What was I talking about? I kind of went on the sidebar. So yeah, I kind of see similar situations here is that the monsters, at least that's the way it seems right now. Like Boyd like has this special covering over him where the monsters just are afraid to touch him or something along those lines. But anyway, so with that being said, what do you guys think about the rules of Fromland, or is it what Donna said? The game is rigged. Maybe there are no rules and none of this matters anyway. But let's move on to my second correlation here I like to talk about, and that is the faraway trees and the island move.
What are you doing?
I'm checking to see if they've moved.
If what moved?
The trees.
Really?
Yeah.
The room we're standing in was constructed years ago over a unique pocket of electromagnetic energy. That energy connects to similar pockets all over the world. The people who built this room, however, were only interested in one.
The island.
Yes. Well, this fellow presumed, and correctly as it turned out, that the island was always moving. Why do you think you were never rescued? Now
in Lost, it's explained to Jack and the rest of the Oceanic 6 crew and Ben as they try to get back to the island that the island is always moving and they needed to catch the exact time and flight in order to get back. But not only that, there are similar pockets of energy or electromagnetism, such as the island, that had the same property as the island, but they just were never explored. Now, sidebar, while we're talking about Jack and the other survivors going back to the island, they literally had to replicate the same events that got them there in the first place, which was the plane crash, which successfully got them there, albeit in a different time. Let's not even get started about the whole time travel season. I think it's the worst season, but hey, I stuck with it. But anyway, now compare that to Tabitha, that had to get pushed out of the tower in order to presumably fall through a portal that led her back to the real world. Just something to think about there. Another similarity I kind of saw. But anyway, what I was talking about before as far as the pockets of energy, let's compare this to From. Let's say these pockets of energy are similar to the trees, which is why we could say there's a bottle tree in this guy's backyard that we don't know yet in the trailer. And then there's either multiple bottle trees, or the bottle tree could be special and be moving through time and space somehow. But let's just stop right there, as this can get more confusing than it already is.
I apologize if this is confusing.
What do you think of these comparisons I made today? This is just a short segment. If you like today's episode, be sure to go back to episodes 1 and 2 in the playlist you'll see on the screen here, and slap that like button, subscribe, and see you guys next time.